29 forecast.
All right, enjoy the sunshine while we have it today. Here's a time lapse from Pinnacles along Skyline Drive looking west towards the Shenandoah Valley. After a gray, gloomy start to the day, sunshine, blue skies are breaking out. Now across the Skyline Drive area, the Blue Ridge Parkway and into the Shenandoah Valley, you're most favored to see perhaps a glaze of ice in about 48 hours from now or less. Let's take a look at those numbers across the region. We're just above freezing into the I-81 corridor. We're in the low 40s in Charlottesville to Orange and Louisa and all points in between. And we will come up a few more degrees, but our daytime high for the averages should be in the low 50s in Charlottesville. We're going to be a few degrees below that today. Dry scans will continue, I guarantee it, on our live Doppler radar network. No precipitation in sight, but that will change in a while. And not too much longer from now. We're already watching on that far western doorstep there across the arch in St. Louis some of the heavier precipitation, some snow, sleet, and freezing rain out that way. Now there's a high pressure dome off to our north. Thankfully, it's weak and we don't have a whole lot of cold air to work with. So it's going to be barely cold enough to support some ice in the Wednesday night and Thursday morning time frame. It's all part of this border to border, coast to coast significant storm system. You can see that comma shape to the cloud field here, an indication of a powerhouse of a storm system producing ongoing tornadoes in southeastern sections of Oklahoma and a blizzard into the northern plain states. There it goes from the Black Hills of South Dakota all the way down into the high plains of Colorado. So for our region, some of that cold air will be locked in across the mountains and the valley, and that's why the National Weather Service has issued a winter storm watch, the first winter weather alert of the season. But this does not include the Route 29 or I-64 corridor east of the Blue Ridge. This is mainly for the Blue Ridge and the Shenandoah Valley from Thursday evening, from Wednesday evening until Thursday evening for freezing rain, ice, and some sleet and some slick areas, especially on elevated and untreated surfaces, especially on Thursday morning. Let's track it now, shall we? Increasing clouds tomorrow, but we are dry today, tonight, and tomorrow. There's 5 p.m. Wednesday. It's thereafter. Some rain arrives from the southwest, and look at this by Thursday morning. There's 8 in the morning on Thursday. Over the Blue Ridge and Shenandoah Valley, you're most favored to see some freezing rain. That puts down a glaze of ice, especially on elevated surfaces, untreated roadways. We could be dealing with up to 1/4 inch of ice for the Blue Ridge Mountains, up to 1/10 of an inch of ice perhaps across the lower elevations. But thankfully, since the high pressure dome is weak, not a whole lot of cold air to work with, this should not end up being an ice storm. Perhaps a brief thin layer of ice on elevated surfaces over portions of central Virginia, but it's mostly a cold rain. Look at this, 1 to 2.5 inches of rain is projected in the Wednesday night through Thursday evening time frame. Forecast today, though, partly sunny, highs in the 40s. Overnight, we're going to chill down to the frosty 20s. And your forecast on your Wednesday, mostly dry during the day in the 40s, but the clouds will thicken on up. 7-day forecast. There's Thursday, the active weather day. Could be some school delays and closings on Thursday morning, especially for the valley. Check back for updates on that, but the weekend looks okay. It'll be nice for shopping that last weekend before Christmas. 40s by day, 20s at night, Jared.